as I say, give me a disgusting helmet. That's not it. Try again. Oh shit! Trying to hit me and hit me. Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Sir? Sir?
It's fine. What's the worst that can be? Oh, fuck, cunt. It did not work at all.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Good news. You successfully broke me yesterday. I am unable to walk, lift my hands above my head, anything like that. It's bad. I actually couldn't get off the floor. I had to call for help. Wait, what happened yesterday? This fucking thing. I had a wheel. I had a workout mat down there with another camera. It is not getting used again today.
Superpower most children have. Supervision.
Supervision. Oh my god, supervision. Right, I get it. I get it. Well done. Taylor basically overworked himself. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought I'd be fine in the morning. I thought it'll be fine. Like, it'll be sore, and then by the time I wake up tomorrow, I'll be fine. Well, I have this walking stick to get around now. Oh. Yeah. About that.
I put you out of your misery. that just yet.
There's a reason your body tells you to stop. I mean, the way I normally run things is I just ignore what my body tells me to do. And then I force it to do whatever I want to do with my brain. It turns out it's actually quite easy to do that literally to the point of failure. Which is what I did. You can just keep going to the point of failure. The problem is the point of failure takes a lot longer to get back from when you're 35 than it does when you're 25. Maybe the point of failure is not a good goal. Bodies are dumb, man. Like, they should just do what you tell them to do and then just heal and get better. Like, there's no reason for this to take so long. Also, did you already reroll with mechanic, or did you only get this far in 2 days? Well, first of all, it was only like a 6-hour stream yesterday, and that's all I did. And then this is the first time logging in since then. So it's not 2 days, it's 6 hours. And I ended up doing like a whole bunch of workouts yesterday, which slowed me down immensely. I was just planning on getting to like 70 so that I could be in some of those draws. That was the plan. Anime here, story time when you're ready. We should tell the story later on when more people are here. It's bad though. It's bad. Just because I'm doing for a minute now because of rotation burned. First. And it worked. Oh yeah. Poison SRS guide had the best season ever. Nice. Nice. Hopefully that still works. Next league too. Is a fantastically good league start option. Currently, right now, it is my backup league start option. If I can't work out what else to start as. I wonder when the next Torchlight League is going to be. Yeah. Let's say late December, for sure.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Ew. Was there cake? No, I don't really like cake. I got exactly what I wanted though, which was no cake and no gifts. But I had 2 breakfasts and a lunch with different people. Food. Food's good. place for no man. Been pretty for a month. I would have thought that it'd be soon after it ended. Let's just say late December, and that you should trust me. No man knows how to wear a shirt. Where do you even buy those that actually wear it? This is a really good shirt. Unfortunately, the answer is op shops.
Balor, I was going to buy you a candle as a gift, but it's too wicked expensive.
Wicked. Nice. Nice. Not unfortunate, it's efficient. I really like op shopping for shirts, and you can get a lot of shirts like this from op shops. But it's unfortunate when people like ask, like, where did you get it? I want one. Well, I got it from an op shop, so I can't tell you where to get another one. There's probably not another one there. They're all just secondhand clothes. This ain't no place for no little man.
Release this land to the will of its true children.
Try Grim Dawn again, can't really get into it after playing Torchlight D4 and PoE for so long. That enjoy for me? Yeah. Grim Dawn is also not for me.
Good tidings to you. Time and tide wait for no man.
Another damn...
Would you want a button-down short-sleeve shirt that is plastered with cute owlbears? I don't see why I wouldn't. As I was aboard what is now called vintage clothes for almost nothing. And now the stuff I used to get for $10 in thrift shops is like $200. Oh, just trying to move my legs. I think this shirt was like $6. That's amazing. That's amazing, but I would never pay $63 for a shirt. This was $6. I buy my clothing from basically two places. I either buy them from op shops, or I have bought someone's merch. And is that 63 Australian or USD? Don't know. Didn't look. Either way, it's too much for a shirt. It actually doesn't even say. Counting ghosts, thank you. Whose merch? I mean, not like all some specific person's merch. But sometimes I'll buy merch from either companies I really want to support or individual creators I really want to support. Oh, Pokemon cookies? Nah. Nah. But I would. I don't tend to spend my money to support creators when they're like massive creators, because they've already got tons of money. Like the massive, massive, massive ones, they don't need my money. Is that the bathwater chick? Okay, surely you know the difference. Absolutely not. But surely you know the difference. You can't seriously be mixing up Pokimane and Bella Delphine. That's not right. My bad. I don't watch many female streamers. I mean, I don't like go out of my way to watch either of those content creators either, but I know the difference. They're very different people. They don't even look the same. They're very different marketings. They're very different audiences. They're very different. They're not the same. They don't even look similar. It's kind of like comparing Mathel to Baylor. I think Mathel and I are closer than Pokimane and Bella Delphine. I think that's way further away. Thank you. I'm old now.
The Brand King. His time has almost come. Then hope
Reach a new bracket.
will be gone.
I'm 35
Please, take the
or 6.
from the Master of the Black
One of
Flame
those.
and Wrath.
Eventually I'll remember which one of those it is. Does it require a walking stick bracket? Okay, listen. I may have a walking stick today.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Because my legs just give way under me. They just fall when I'm trying to walk. They don't even give me any warning. It'll just be like, oh yeah, that burns a little, it's hurting. But I can just ignore it and keep walking until I take a few more steps and one of them just collapses. It just doesn't, the muscle just doesn't hold me up anymore. What the fuck is that? Since when are legs allowed to do that? I knew I was going to be in pain. But my thoughts on pain is that you can just ignore pain and do whatever you were going to do anyway, and it'll just hurt. Who cares? It's just pain. It doesn't matter. I can just ignore pain and continue on doing whatever I was going to do. That's what I did all yesterday. I just ignored that it hurts and do the thing anyway. I didn't really know that you could literally work the muscle to the point of failure where it would just collapse. It just doesn't hold my weight today or yesterday. I cannot use my muscles. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know, at some point in the future you might listen.
Cool. Come here.
It's not impossible. it's becoming more and more likely every time. But look, I mean, I've worked out to the point of like incredibly painful for the next like 3 or 4 days before. And like, I knew that was a thing. I was prepared for that to be a thing. It's just pain. I can just ignore pain. I can just continue to do whatever the fuck I was going to do anyway and just ignore it. I thought that's what I was going to be putting up with. I thought that's what I was going to be putting up with. That's fine. I can do that. I've done that so many times. Pain's just in my head. I can just ignore it. It's fine. Just continue doing I didn't realize your muscles could literally just fall. They could just fail. You just walk it along and then you're on the floor. I didn't know that could happen. It's quite scary. I might take up drinking. Oh, don't do that. Afternoon. What do you have against traps, Pineapple? See, but that makes sense as to why you wouldn't want to play the trap. What does it matter if I'm playing the trap? So no spins today? I was literally given medical advice to not. My body has failed me. I'm very disappointed. Honestly, I think it should just buck up and do it anyway. If I was your doctor, I would have stopped you 30 minutes in yesterday. Oh no. Like I was prepared to be in a lot of pain, right? That's something I had prepared for. I was mentally ready for it to just hurt for days. I knew that was a thing.
So you're the shite that's gone and summoned me to the beacon, hey?
I knew that was a thing.
Don't you?
I didn't realize that your muscles can just fall. They can just fail. They just don't work. Yeah, man, he was straight up tortured. Like, I'm gonna blame chat for breaking me, but also in reality, I could have pulled the plug on that whenever I chose to. Like, no one's actually here with a gun to my head forcing me to work out. I'm still gonna blame chat for breaking me, but just know that I'm aware that it's entirely my fault while I'm doing it. Is that everyone on board with that? No, I am fucking not. I think, to be fair, Talexia was the only one actively trying to save me. What if it's chat except Alexia's fault? Yeah, we're good now? If we hit 100 people, I'll tell you all the story about what happened in the hours after stream. Why do y'all never use MTX after spending all that money? I use skill MTX pretty often. I don't know, it just takes time, and realistically, most of the time, the reason I don't use MTXs is because it affects the performance really, really negatively. Like, it's noticeably worse if your whole character is kitted out. Your whole character is kitted out in MTX, and your load time is worse, and then performance is worse, and everything is like noticeably worse. Your game just runs smoother if you don't put MTXs on.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Maybe your character looks good? Yeah, but looks is secondary to performance. Like, you're right, the character looks cooler when you put MTXs on it. But if it actively makes my performance worse, it's not worth it. Actually, I just put the Celestial Lightning Trap on. I usually use skill MTXs pretty much all the time. Whenever they've got like a cool skill MTX, I'm using that. MTX is my actual character. I'll use the skill MTXs to help me see the ground better. Sometimes I'll use skill MTXs that help me see the ground worse.
So courageous. Such a fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Or my husband. You see, His Majesty could never...
Get your magic find characters ready.
Hey.
My new sister.
Trelawn, thank you for the 9-month resub. Bandanas because helmets look dumb and dumb as fuck. An invisible aura. Bandanas are pretty good. Look at my fucking helmet. It does look pretty stupid. Most of the time when I've bought MTX for supporter packs, I've mostly done it to support, not to not for the actual MTXs. Ooh. Hey. Ooh. Hang on. Oh. Rip. Blitz. Thank you very much for the 6 gifted subs. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, thank you.
Get your magic find characters ready.
And death washed clean of dark desire, and thus
Oh.
$35 worth of subs for the birthday guy.
And also, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Very much appreciate it.
Now, always keep your...
remember, humanity needs us.
I was yesterday for I don't know what reason. Nice.
The relic. Keep your wits about.
Be well. Turn your back. I'm afraid. Go with courage.
Is the reason just because you want to? Because that's a good enough reason. Hello, Sneaky. How you doing?
Greeting. Hello. Hello. Keep your life to your own.
Odin, how you doing?
Get your magic find characters ready.
Whoa. Prototype 20. Thank you very much for the Prime. Ooh. Level 3 scam train. I mean hype train.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Ooh. And Alexia. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs. Oh, thank you for the point in the SRS guide. Nice. I know why that 3 was put in there. Oh, it hurts to raise my arms, by the way. Like just to here, just to the thing. This hurts in through here. Just right through there. Okay, this button's fine. There's only the top button.
Get your magic find characters ready.
And El Sneaky, thank you for the 2-month resub.
My mana is gone.
Ghost, get in me.
Yet.
That's the way. Get in me. Get in me. Oh, you're the same ghost that's already in me. Is that the problem? Can I not stack ghosts? Okay. All right, 70. We want to be level 70 for the stupid raffles. I want to be in the raffles. Is the trial in the first half of this? I actually don't remember. Yes, good. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. 60 gets you into the first one. Yeah, I want to go to at least 70. What is Shifting Zone League? The worst. The least fun, least interesting.
Boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
It's like Mayhem, but really bad.
My mana is gone.
Cop that. Hey. What on earth is that emote? Hype nom. It's supposed to be an animal of some sort eating a cookie? I think. That is an animal of some sort eating a cookie, right?
I imagine. Go with
The spirit hunts with. Stay true to you.
Excuse me. Inside. God damn it, stupid ghost. Yeah, I don't think there's any shot I want to do ghosting in a normal league. Just like experiencing little mini ghosting in these zones, I'm just angered by the ghost AI continuously.
Just in time.
Ghost. There we go. This is bad. This is the improved AI. So this they just stay in place. Thoughts on Absolution versus SRS as a Guardian? I'm currently leveling as both. I mean, neither of them are as good as just playing a Necromancer, but as far as... I think Absolution's going to give you higher numbers, but I'd prefer the playstyle of SRS anyway. But you could also just... You know, make a Necromancer and then have scaling options that are better. I'm just really not... Like, Guardian falls off real quick. It is way stronger at the beginning. Way stronger at the beginning. And then it just gets weaker and weaker and weaker as time goes on and eventually becomes bad. What does the U stand for?
My mana is gone.
Oh. Yeah, no, that makes... Tien, thank you very much for the raid.
I'm not up to that just yet.
The lightning trap is still good. It's all right. It has led me to thinking more. I feel like I could just get I feel like I could just do Exsanguinate trap again, except as a Pathfinder, and I feel like I still get like bossing levels of damage. I don't. think I can just be an exsanguinate trap pathfinder. Poison sizing exsanguinate pathfinder. Not even 100% sure that I'm going to need seismic. MTX saves the skill for me. Yeah, the flowers MTX. Yeah. That's the best. Since it says 25% chance to inflict wither on a hit, does that include traps? I mean, it should. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom. The latter is fear.
Oh. Yeah. To inflict on hit. That should work with traps. When you hit, wouldn't work with traps. On hit, should. And so should master toxicity. So it should be able to take that, and then either flasks, either the life flask or nature's boon, which I think I would prefer to take nature's boon. Although that is a lot of recovery. But then you have to run a life flask.
Hello there.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Death at level 84 with 84%. Womp womp. Yeah. Feels pretty bad, doesn't it? Pretty demotivating. Literally just don't do that. And every one of the events is so much better. Just don't do that. Good news, because of the ridiculous bullshit we pulled yesterday, we did get, we're now back up at that plus today, we're now back up at 350 in the final month of PoE. That's actually pretty good.
Corrupted creature.
Who's song skin? I don't get it.
Ralakesh.
What is this YouTube TK Spy thing? We dual stream now on both YouTube and Twitch. And that is a little bot that retypes stuff from Twitch to YouTube and stuff from YouTube to Twitch so that it's still one audience. And the poor YouTube people still feel like part of the group. Because there's quite often 1 to 5 of them over there instead of 100. And it feels pretty lonely over there without it. I guess I never really asked, especially the people from YouTube, if they like that restream bot thing. And if that does the job that it's intended to do. The idea is it just lets people watch wherever they'd prefer to watch. Except not quite wherever, because I never made a Kick account, and we're probably not even gonna ever bother. It's never going over there too. Just, eh. I like it. Nice. Originally, the plan was to have the first thought was to have like both chats on stream, like on screen. But it turns out that's definitely not allowed, and there's some pretty good reasons for it. What's that? It's a decent list. We don't need to get into it, but there's some pretty good reasons. It's mostly around like Twitch can't take action against people misbehaving if they're misbehaving from another platform. Which means if I'm displaying that stuff on screen, then I become immediately responsible for them in chat misbehaving. Whereas if it's on either of my platforms, but it's just in chat, I can take action against it. Like if somebody decides to come in and be not like inappropriate in like the ways that we're often inappropriate, but I mean like proper inappropriate, like you can't be saying that, like that, you know, those things. I can take action against them in chat, get rid of that entirely, and as long as I do that, no one's got a problem. Which of course I would, because I don't want that sort of shit here. But if it's displayed on stream, I can't stop that. I can like punish them afterwards, but it's too late. It's already on the screen, right? How inappropriate is acceptable? Yeah. It's different. It's different. There's different words inappropriate, right? Like how inappropriate is like... How inappropriate is like... probably be, you know, 18 plus to be here. They're inappropriate is, I'm pretty sure you can go to jail for saying that. Like, don't, like, not, that's not at all okay.
That would only slow me down.
When I talk about chasing people through the woods, it's a primal kink, and it's fine.
What you tell? Be kind, if you can.
Fire, cold, lightning, life. Life, fire. Damn it, 3 suffixes. Ah. The worst. I need more cold res though. No, not quite. Sorry, buddy. Something.
Hello. Be kind, if you can.
I'm actually like really looking forward to this private league start idea.
One less. Yes.
Even if I can't find another build that suits, that does what I want it to do, and I end up defaulting back to Poison SRS, which is possible,
Farewell.
I'm still pretty excited about it.
So,
Though I am going to keep looking until I either find something or the league starts.
yes, there you will.
But I'll do Poison SRS. How long till then? What, till the league starts? Was it the 8th? Yeah, 8th of December. Have you considered... I'm assuming that's meant to be Pathfinder Poison SRS. And I considered every version of Poison SRS. Nothing is as good as Necromancer. There's no reason to play any other version of that. The second class, which is pretty good, is Scion, actually. Scion can be pretty good. So I'm pretending to be a Necromancer. Necromancer Pathfinder. Necromancer Pathfinder, start at Necro, tree's the same. That's also a pretty good option. I think Necro still edges it out as the best. Like a straight Necro still edges it out as the best. But if you want to be like different, or you really, really like the Flask Uptime, you can do Necro Pathfinder. And it's almost as good. Very close. It's actually better defensively. It's actually better defensively. Oh. What kind of private league are we going to play? So I'm starting my own private league. Question is, did you just enter an ad break? Before I even bother answering that. Best thing about Cyan is that Flash and Flame jewels are usually super cheap. But nothing before that? Ah, good. Well, that means there's not an ad break then, right? Wait, what was they answering? Oh, what kind of private league? So many years people ask what's your plan? I do have a plan though. For the private league. Did you have a good time playing the Torchlight Infinite Mini League? Yes, it was actually really, really fun. If I accidentally walk past it, I'll put it in the altar. And if I don't, then I'll drop it on the floor somewhere around late yellow, early red maps when I finally remember to get it out of my inventory. Private league, right? So for our private league, it's going to be my own private league, and it's going to be run sort of like BPL style. Like there is no trading for currency. Everybody is working together like a big group found thing. So anything you want that someone else has, you can just take. You just message them and you're like, yoink, that's for me, thank you. And anything that you don't need that you find gets put up for sale. And it's not sale, it just gets put on the market, and somebody who wants that for their build takes it. I plan to do Ubers in that private league. I will definitely be doing regular bosses quite early, all of them. I'll try and do carries for Uber Elder and Maven and shit like that, for if anybody wants them. We'll do as many of them as we possibly can. The default for me to fall back on will be Poison SRS, because I know I can do all the Ubers on that, because I have. But I'm trying to find a better private league Uber boss killer for me, so that I can play something else. And when I say everything is for sale, I mean if I get like triple property Watcher's Eyes that don't work for my character, that would normally be like 70 divines, it doesn't matter. They're gone. They're not worth anything. It's fucking, if somebody's running a build that can use all three of those mods, they just get it, right? Like that's not like, boom, that's yours. There are a few rules, very few of them, other than one, don't be a dick. Two, unless you dropped it, if it's a big ticket item, you can't leave the league with it. So when I say that, I mean, if you drop a headhunter on the ground and you can't use it, and you're like, oh, I don't want to use that, someone else can use that. That other person isn't allowed to leave the league after they take your headhunter, right? They can leave the league whenever they want, but if they didn't drop it on the floor, they have to give the headhunter back to the group. That doesn't mean you have to strip your character. That doesn't mean like you have to become, you know, worthless or anything. You take everything with you, but I don't want you to leave the league, the group found league, with like something super rare for us. Headhunters, Mage Blood, Ashes, Omniscience, that sort of thing that enables people to play a build. They belong to the group. But if you're the one that dropped it, you can leave with it. If you drop a Headhunter on the floor or a Mage Blood on the floor and you're like, oh buddy, I want to go to trade, well, that's yours. You can leave with it. That's yours. You dropped it. Doesn't belong to everybody. But someone else can't leave with yours. As far as how do we police that, I'm going to police that by just telling everybody that's the rule and expecting them to follow the rules. Don't be a cunt. I have faith. I think everybody will be nice. Prison of Firestorm with returning projectiles. Return projectiles only works on horizontal projectiles, not vertical ones from the sky.
Keep your wits about you.
Also, even if it did, Firestorm isn't a projectile.
Stay true to you. The spirit hunts well. Goodbye.
Now I want to see projectiles get zooted back up into the sky and then into your backpack.
I feel like...
Resistances.
Your own.
Huge. That's rough. Moving is rough, guys. Replica Nimbus when? Moving where? No, moving my body. Just at all. For an old man, what did you expect was going to happen? I expected pain. I was prepared for pain. I wasn't expecting actual muscle failure. I wasn't expecting my leg to just fall underneath me when I didn't intend for that to happen. I was just expecting it to hurt a bunch.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I was prepared for hurt a bunch. That's fine. I can just ignore pain. Sorry, what happened? We had the exercise wheel on yesterday. And I ignored the advice and did a lot more of it than I should have done. I probably should have stopped several hours before I did. And now my muscles don't work anymore. You wait until I tell you the fucking story about what happened, like, in the few hours after stream. It's insane. I think you need to highlight the story, Shads. Alright. Yeah, say Balaam. Thank you. I become man. Wish I could use that. That'd be cool. Projectile speed, projectile damage, huge. Oh. Can't make it. Rip.
I'm not up to that just yet. My mana is gone.
Just in my mind. I do really like Lightning Trap. Just looks really cool.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Count Blackula. Nice. Thank you very much for the prime. Oh, don't stand in that.
finale. Death is the true climax of perverted lust.
Just in time.
Alright, let's hit the ad break button. So that we don't get one during story time. Birthday. Block PoE if you're still on to that break. Thank you.
I'm not up to that just yet. My mana is gone.
Good to see. Don't do
Can't see
anything.
why I would do that.
Get rid of all of that. The PoE gain. Enjoy the torchlights even when it starts. I mean, you can do league start PoE for at least like 2 weeks before torchlight starts.
Yes.
Like they're not at the exact same time. Don't play enough for that to be effective. Fair enough. All right. All right. So, yesterday after stream, for anyone who doesn't know, yesterday we did an exercise wheel. It's right here. It's got an ad showing on it right now, but that thing below it, exercise wheel, we were spinning that all day yesterday. Definitely did way more than I was capable of doing. There's an exercise mat down there on the floor. I was using that. That went all day. Shouldn't have done that at all. Absolutely not prepared. Proceeded to work out for subs, gifted subs and bits and everything to the point of failure. the last time I tried on stream, I went to walk over and I nearly hit the ground twice on the way over to the mat because one leg gave out and then the other leg gave out. At one point yesterday, I had to crawl back over to the chair and use it to get back up into my chair. Now, what I thought was going to happen was that I'd be very, very sore. And that I'd be very, very sore today when I woke up. I was prepared for soreness. I was ready. I knew it was going to be painful. Prepared for that. Willing to accept it. Already part of the budget mentally in my brain. I was like, I'm going to be in pain for a few days. This is fine. Pain doesn't mean anything. It's just pain. I can ignore that. Fine. Here's what actually happened. I ended stream. And then I was like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So I got up and I slowly, and I do mean slowly, hobbled my way over to the bathroom so I could take a leak. Took a leak. That was fine. Put everything away. Walked over, washed my hands. Went to leave the bathroom. Hit the floor. Neither of my legs but worked. They both just crumbled. I didn't trip on anything. I didn't trip over my own feet. Nothing happened. They just collapsed. They just went whoop straight to the floor in the middle of the bathroom. And then I spent about the next 5 minutes trying everything I could think of to get off the floor. My legs just wouldn't work. I had very little strength left in my arms, shoulders, pecs, everything as well. They were all pretty sore, but not as bad as my legs. But I couldn't I could get into the squatted position, and then it was like time to stand, and my legs just wouldn't do anything. It didn't matter what I tried to tell them to do. They just didn't do it. They just wouldn't work. I could not stand. So, after 10 minutes or so, I gave up on the idea of getting up on my own. I was like, I can't get up. I am actually stuck on the floor. This is my life now. I am now a floor person. I now live on the floor. That's just how this is. So what I had to do with my very limited mobility, laughing the whole way, is I had to very slowly almost butt walk and drag myself all the way from the bathroom out of my apartment into the hallway, all the way down the hallway to the bottom of the stairs where I could yell upstairs and have people hear me. And then I had to get Mum to come downstairs and help me. But she can't lift my body weight. So we had to work out how I was going to stand up. And very slowly, with assistance, we managed to step me up the stairs to the third stair, sitting on it. And that let me straighten my legs. And so instead of having to work from like a crouched position, I just had to swivel up to standing. And so with assistance, with like my mother basically hugging me and helping me stand, I managed to get to standing. And then she had to like put my arm over and help me walk backward to where my bed was now that I was half standing. Every second or third step, one leg, either one, would just crumble. And she would have to like catch that while I reset my leg to walk again. Took us about 10 minutes to get back down the hallway and into bed. And then after that, about an hour later, I was like, okay, but I'm still covered in sweat. I'm gross. I can't go to sleep like this. My bathroom has a bath with a shower in it. Like, it's not a shower. It's a shower that's inside a bathtub. I hate them, but that's what I've got. And I was looking at that and I was like, there's no way I can step into that. No way at all. So I had to go upstairs to have a shower because they've got a real shower upstairs. So that's when we went back over to the stairs with assistance again. And then I turned and fell backwards intentionally into the stairs so that I was sitting down. And then over the course of the next 8 or 9 minutes, I slowly maneuvered myself up one step at a time, sitting down. And just had to just slowly up one step at a time till I was all the way upstairs. And then I just butt scooted across to the bathroom that's upstairs. And they had to set up a stool in the shower. And to set up a little shower stool like the ones you get for really old people. They got a little shower stool. And then they had to turn on the water for me. And then prop me up on the little stool. And then leave me. And so I had to shower sitting down on a stool. After the shower, I managed to stand from the stooled position because it wasn't all the way down. My legs only fail when they're really bent at all. So I was able to stand in the shower. So I stood and I got my towel and I dried my top half, but only my front top half. I couldn't dry my back. And then I realized I couldn't get my underwear on because there's no way I can even get to the floor and I definitely can't lift my feet. So I had to wrap a towel around myself, open the door and ask for help to put on my underwear. And Mum got another towel, dried my legs because I couldn't reach them. And then had to get my underwear, have me step into them and with the towel still wrapped around me, and then pull them up to past my knees. And then she could leave, and from the knees up, I could do it myself. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. Also painful, but absolutely hilarious. Back downstairs was the same problem. There was no way back downstairs. There's no way I could take stairs. So all I had to do was slowly shuffle over to the couch, fall onto it, and I say fall because I did not sit down. I didn't sit down. As soon as I bend my legs, they fail. As soon as I bend my legs, they fail. So I didn't sit down. I fell onto the couch and then slid off the couch onto the floor, slid back over to the stairs, and then slowly went down the stairs on my butt. All the way down the stairs on my ass. Slowly, one stair at a time, because there's no other way for me to take the stairs. Then do the same thing from the third stair to stand back up again. And then shuffle all the way over to bed. And that was my afternoon after stream tomorrow yesterday. No soaking in the bathtub. I expect that would help. A little bit later, when Dad got home, I did go spend about 40 minutes sitting in the sauna. We've got an infrared sauna. I believe that's the only reason I'm even capable of walking today. And I do say, when I say capable of walking, it's still slow. And I have a walking stick. Simply business. Thank you very much for the raid.
Good luck to you.
Oh, wait. I didn't show you the best part about my walking stick, though. Hang on. I actually love this walking stick. I actually have a collection of walking sticks. It's a thing I collect. But let's not worry about that. Because it folds. It folds into this. And you can just put it in your pocket or whatever. And then, and then when you're ready to use it, you can just pull it out and just go. And then it's a walking stick. It's really cool. No, run it black. Why do we collect walking sticks? I just like them. I've got like some walking sticks for like different outfits and whatnot, like some wooden old-timey ones and some like black ones with like diamond things on top. Fake diamonds because I'm not rich, but you know, like I got a few walking sticks. I got like 7 or 8 walking sticks. It's just a thing. That's the only one that's functional. The rest of them are like for outfits and whatnot. Start named Baylor's a floor person now, right? People collect all sorts of things. I collect walking sticks. I just like them. I think they're neat memes. They are. They're neat. I like them. And then mum said no to the workout streams. Nah, she just laughed at me a lot. I mean, when she first came downstairs and saw me like sitting on the floor and I was like, I require assistance, she was very worried. Right up until I explained to her what happened and that I'm not injured. I didn't like fall and hurt myself or anything, but that I did this to myself via working out yesterday or like that day. That's when she went from like concerned, worried to you're such a fucking idiot. And she's like, have you learned your lesson now? And I was like, emphatically no. I'll definitely do this again in the future. Yeah, I got a walking stick that holds a sword in it. Don't bring that one to the airport. I got a walking stick that holds a flask in it that can hold alcohol. That one's cool. I got a walking stick that has a compass hidden in it and also a knife hidden in it and also about 6 feet of rope hidden in it. Walking sticks are neat. I like them.
My mana is gone.
Bum, 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 bum.
Once more.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, whoops. Not back the way I came. Like I want to get another coffee, but I don't actually know if I can walk from the coffee machine to my computer while holding a coffee. I can definitely walk that far with my walking stick. I'm fine. I can get around, but I don't know if I can get around while holding a coffee. Are you going to put a YouTube video out to advertise the private league? Probably not. And the reason for that is I think I don't want it to get too big. I want everyone to be able to join, but I want it to I want to try and make it as much of like my community as possible and not like the wider audience. Just for the first time I've done it. I'm hoping there'll be like 100 active people or more, but I don't want it to turn into like a few hundred. Like, I want it to be big enough to feel like a really good group self-found where we can like reliably get tier 2 uniques for people and whatnot. But I don't want it to feel like shit trade, where like everything is available but not much of everything is available. Does that make sense?
I'm not up to that just yet.
But everybody will be welcome to join. It'll just probably only be the people who watch my stream that find out about it. We will have a command for it as soon as we're able to make the private league. Like before the league starts, we'll have a command for everybody to join if they want to. And we'll certainly try and advertise it on stream as much as possible, because I want everyone who wants in to be able to join.
Hail!
Oh. I was also, by the way, like explicitly told not to stream today, that I should just stay in bed and rest and never use my legs. Just letting everyone know. I may or may not have blatantly ignored that advice. But like, fuck was I gonna do all afternoon? They lock when I get out of space. Yeah, that's what I have to do. If I can keep them, if I can keep them straight, if I can keep my legs straight, just lock them, then it's fine. I can walk. If I try and bend them a little bit, they do just collapse. They just fall. Like there's not a muscle there. It's rough. Lucky for the sauna. I think the infrared sauna definitely helps a lot. I don't know how much worse it would have been if I didn't have one of them, but we do, so. The muscle all fucked up on holiday. It did. It was like, that's overworked. I need a break now. So what do we learn from this encounter, Baylor? 1, We've learned two things. One, limiting the spins when we run that to 6 per hour total. So you can only make me spin the wheel 6 times an hour. That's once every 10 minutes. Okay, that's the first thing we've learned. 2, a wider variety, a much wider variety of activities need to be on the wheel. It can't be focusing on the same muscles, especially not legs, all the time. I don't have the fitness for that level of shit. I need to go wider variety and limiting the amount per hour people can do. Because they will just be like, here's 10, here's 5, here's another 10. Go nuts, hurt yourself. And then it causes some problems. So I have to put some limitations on it. I think you'll also need a daily limit. I don't know if I'll need a daily limit if it's limited to 6 per hour.
My mana is gone.
What? Thank you. Yeah, there'll be some, there has to be like some stretches and stuff, like some not. It's like stuff that's still unpleasant to do, but not like fucking up my muscles the same way. Here's the thing, it has to still be pretty unpleasant for me. Like it has to. Because the fact that it was unpleasant and miserable for me is one of the driving forces behind people wanting to do it. Otherwise, why would you want to do it? We just have to figure out the line of still unpleasant, but not actively fucking me.
In death, the mirrors are thus shattered.
The thing I can think of is Poison SRS is a really perfect skill. Yeah. I'm still searching for another build to play for the private league, but it's going to be Poison SRS if I can't find a replacement. Ooh, that's a lot of flat added. Hog.
Watch yourself.
Have you seen the next league leak? Leak?
Watch yourself.
I mean, I saw the announcement. I haven't seen any leaks.
See you.
You're also a self-proclaimed hater of bossing, so why? Oh, very simple. I hate bosses because they're not profitable. They're not worth my time compared to what I could do in maps. I can make way more profit doing maps than I can bossing, and way more reliably. Therefore, I don't want to do bosses. However, in a private league environment, there's no such thing as profit, but what there is availability of items, and somebody needs to be killing Ubers if I want anybody in the league to be able to have Uber drops. So in that information, I'd like to be able to do it. So I'm going bossing and I'm excited about it in that environment. Not in a trade league though. Was Guardian SRS good, like better than Necro? No. Guardian SRS was easily twice as good as Necro for leveling through the campaign, white and yellow maps, and around red maps started to become like roughly even. And at the point of investment where you can do the scuffed switch to poison, Necro goes from like 2 million to like 9 million DPS. When you put that same amount of investment into the Guardian, it goes from 1.5 million to 3 million DPS. That's not the same jump. And it keeps happening. You put another 20 divines in, and Necro goes from 9 to 15, and Guardian goes from 3 to 4, right? And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. The gap just keeps growing as soon as you can do poison, right? As soon as you change to poison, that's when Necromancer overtakes. Guardian is better up until that point, but who cares? To be fair, Guardian is a lot better up until you can change to poison. Like, Guardian will be doing 3.5 mil when the Necro's doing 1.5 mil. But then you change to poison and everything flips and it never catches up. It never ever catches up. And Necro is good enough to do everything to get the poison transition going. So... yeah, exactly that. It makes Guardian a really, really good choice for like a 1 to 3 day event or like a weekend event or something like that. Like, you're going to do a solo self-found 2-day race. Guardian's going to shit on a Necromancer for SRS in like a 2-day race or something like that. Any real league? No, fuck you, Guardian. You're done, bud. Sorry. See you later. Oh, we did some path of buildinging. You know how we hit 12 mil on Poison SRS without a Covenant? No Covenant on, right? Just like a fucking regular 6-link and the sword, you hit about 12 mil before you can get the Covenant. At that level of investment. To match that, to match it, you need to make a Gazi helmet. Supported by 2 things, crit +2, fucking 30% Ellie. Congratulations, now you can do 12 to 15 million. Or you just put on a sword and do poison and do the same thing. Would it be worth using carrying golems with SRS? I mean, the Covenant's going to be hard to get hold of. It is, but also like you're still at the 12 million range without a Covenant, and then getting the Covenant jumps you from 12 to like 2022. Guardian's not going to get to 12 unless you make a Gazi special minion helmet. Well, it's a lot harder to make that helmet than it is for the group to find a Covenant on the ground. Like a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get a fucking Covenant on the ground than make that helmet. So far, so let's leave it the Covenant. It's the weapon. You need the weapon. The Covenant is just extra damage. It doesn't function. It doesn't do anything important. It's just extra damage. It doesn't make the build. It's good, and you should be focusing for it, but you need the weapon to be poison. My next priority after the weapon would be a good Abyssal Belt and all the jewels sorted, and then a Covenant. Covenant is just extra damage. It's not function. You need the sword. One is 5, but what if we need 5? Well, dibs on first if I start Poison SRS. I'm actually a little surprised you're not thinking about that path, the trickster. But Cold Dot, I remember you trying Cold Dot twice in the past and hating it. Have you learned something new you didn't know before that might make it better for you? Or have you just forgotten how much you hated it the time you tried it? Because you were very displeased last time. It's lying out and DCing me every 30 odd minutes. That's weird. There's an easy way I can get all my settings. I think there's something I forgot to do, which I wish I had done. The config.ini file has all of your settings in it. Every setting. So if you back that up somewhere... then you should be able to just replace the new config.ini after loading in the game in a new one and just be like, boom, there's all my settings back. I don't know if it's every single setting that's in that file, but it's certainly a large amount of them.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I could hardly hope for better results.
Ooh.
So it was that bloody scholar after all, was it? Sick bastard. Well, he's got...
I don't think you're good enough.
You made sure he suffered like that. You found them. Don't do anything I would.
Nope. Stay until the event is over. That's a good game though. just before he's gonna go, but I'm gonna find out later tonight. Beep boop. Tested the poison syndicate operatives with returning projectiles. Sounds like a spicy possibility. I haven't, but Specters' damage is just so weak now. I didn't even think that would save it. It's just Specters got nerfed like 7 times in a row, and they got nerfed because Necromancer had a bunch of plus levels to all minion gems that was making them really, really strong. And then in the second last nerf to Specters, they got them to a pretty balanced point where they were still like fun to play but not OP at all. Then they nerfed them again and just made them weak but still barely viable, but definitely weak. And now just became something that like only really big fans of Specters were still going to play them. And then they got rid of the +2 levels from Necromancer and they went to unusable trash. And then they never touched them again. They never buffed them again. They never fixed all the nerfs that happened because of the Necro Ascendancy. And then eventually they took away the Necro Ascendancy and never rebuffed them. So they're not usable for damage for anyone. It's actually weird. Okay, we got an ad break starting. I'm gonna attempt. Oh yeah, and they removed like 40% of their health. Yeah, it was insane. It was literally 2 nerfs prior to when they stopped nerfing it. That was like the balanced okay stage where they were still good enough to play, and then 2 more nerfs happened, and then they got rid of Necromancer plus levels. It's just nope, too many things. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get another coffee. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, fucking work, you piece of shit. Come on. Oh. Alright, I'm standing. We're okay. Oh. Yep, that hurts. Oh. Ooh. Let's see it. I worked out to the point of right here on the floor. Yesterday. That started streaming in the bathroom. Had to- I can't also walk and get that at the same time. This is, if you care, this is where you enter camera.
That's why I'm standing
If you care.
That's why I'm standing
Like
right.
you can see me just walking
I
in
know,
right
that's
now.
why I'm standing right
But
here.
just the table's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Behind your water.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. I don't care. Oh yeah. That's better. It's fine. Back injury, just my legs. Just my legs, and they're not even injured, they're just weak. Fucking weak. They're not even injured. They're just weak. Is Mum gonna help you drink it? That wasn't Mum. But yes, that's how my whole day's gone so far. Like, that's the speed at which I can walk. And only with help. Just so that everybody knows. Oh wait, I already did this side. Happy birthday! Holy cow, one shows how much dedication you have for streaming. Oh, I'll always stream. I'm here for it. This was done on stream yesterday. The damage was done on stream yesterday. I had a workout wheel where people could sub and donate biddies and whatnot for Subfest, which is how I got to almost to level 3 on the Subfest, where they could make me roll a workout wheel and work out. And I'm not very fit, and I just kept doing it over and over again. And I worked out to the point of failure, and now my legs don't function. They'll get better, it's fine. There's no like real injury. There's just overworked. They'll be fine. It'll all heal. I'm just temporarily an invalid. On the other hand, Wheeler did get 40 plus subs. I think it was over 50 yesterday, actually. Hello. Thank you. No booze for your birthday then? I don't really drink. Like, I don't like not drink as like a rule or anything. It's not like a, oh, I don't drink. It's just that I don't really drink. Like, it's not intentionally a rule.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Social drinker, except you're not social. That's
Prime
actually
ran
accurate.
out. Here, take it.
Hey. Varanus. Thank you very much. Aussie Twitch Prime. Yeah, I was definitely told to not stream today. Also, it's my birthday today, though, so how am I going to not stream? Like, what was I going to do? Just sit there sore? I was going to be sore whether I was sitting on my bed or here. I might as well be sore and streaming. Otherwise, I'd be sore and doing nothing. Like, what? Fuck, what's the point of that? Happy birthday, how's the event? This event? Pretty shit, to be honest. I don't usually I don't give a fuck about social rules. Yeah, I don't care about any of your social rules, so that's fine. 35? 35. 35 today. Was it 5? It was 5, right, guys? Is it 6? It might be 6. It might be 36. I'm one of those two. Nah, I was born 87. $36 then. Alright, I'm 36. Get in me. Nope, I stood right beside it until it expired. And didn't even get in me. What a shit ghost. 51 next month. When do you start feeling like an actual adult?
I'm not up to that just yet.
Another good find.
Oh. Shit. Dog's locked in this room. Right, just a second. Oh. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Ah, alright, we're up. We're up, it's fine. Just had to open the door and let him out. Okay. Can't you just roll your chairs? No, that's... My legs in the bent position are what fail. Once I'm standing, they just hurt. They don't fail. They fail when they're bent. Also, I'm pretty sure 2 sticks is way risky. Because, like, if you do trip or fall or something like that, having one hand to put on something certainly makes me feel a lot safer. Like, you can grab a wall or a bench or anything you're passing. Worst case, you can put a hand out to cushion your fall. If you've got a walking stick in both hands, you just land on your face. If you do fall. That's definitely not the play. Should never put a hand out to break. You absolutely should put a hand out to break if you know how to break your fall. Which I do. Walking frame? I need one of them. I'm sure I'll be able to walk by tomorrow. I'm a little surprised it's still this bad today. I thought it'd get a lot better overnight, but it didn't. But I'm sure it'll get a lot better tonight. Overnight, it'll be fine. What about work? Great question. I don't have work tomorrow. Tuesday's going to be an issue if it's not better by then. You're too old, your wrist will snap? No. So the difference when you're trying to cushion your fall, if you have the wherewithal / training to do so, is you're not trying to stop yourself hitting the floor with an arm or a hand. You're not at all trying to stop yourself hitting the floor. The only job your hand should be doing is slowing down the fall and getting between the ground and your head. It's so I don't smash my head open on the floor. It is not to stop me from hitting the floor. If you try and stop yourself from hitting the floor with one hand, you'll probably snap something. You just slow it down a little and it's cushion for my head. That's it. It's more likely that I use my hand to redirect where I'm landing. That's the more likely thing. Rather than land directly on my face, my hand would be used to turn my body so that I land and roll on like my shoulder onto my back or something, rather than land on your face. You don't try and stop your fall with a hand. That's not going to happen. They get floppy, just let the ground work it out. That's fine. Even when I did fall yesterday, like, it's still sort of a controlled fall. Like, I didn't hurt myself at all in the fall. Like, I realized that my legs are giving out and I slowed my descent and sort of landed and rolled a bit and was like, okay, well, now I'm on the floor. Now what? And then couldn't get back up. Has lightning trap been? It's alright. Lightning trap doesn't feel I don't think it's gonna feel great until you get an alt quality and an ashes. I think with an alt quality and an ashes, I could make a really good lightning trap build that would actually feel fantastic. I had SRS poison. I did SRS poison, managed to kill all pinnacle bosses for the first time. Amazing bit. Nice. Nice.
My mana is gone.
Do it again. Go for Ubers. It's Uber viable. It's the first build I've ever killed all of the Ubers in. That one? What is the Storm brand meta these days? I think don't play it. Is the that's the meta for Storm brand, isn't it?
Humanity needs us.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, the Stormbrand meta is no. Right? Leveling Stormbrand right now seems pretty okay. It does really fine, actually great even through the campaign.
What's going on?
Bow. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Very much appreciated. Oh. Oh. Just trying to rearrange my legs so it's comfortable. Shining Rip Stormbrand. Yeah. Oh, there's still a quest hand in there. Stormbrand feels great to level though. You can use it to level a lot of skills. It just doesn't keep going like you would want.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Not the boss the leader it once was. Not boss viable like it once was. Probably for the skills just doesn't have enough scaling mechanisms in the end game. They balanced Stormbrand as well as most other brands. Okay, it's not true. You can play Stormbrand and you can play it in the end game and you can kill bosses. It's all Stormbrand is balanced around using Swift brand support. And if you don't use Swift brand support, your brands will never do good damage. The problem with Swift brand support is it brings it down to like a 1 second or less duration and you have to constantly resummon it all the fucking time. And it feels like you're playing Storm Call that attaches to things, not a brand. Brand recall has no use because they don't have a duration anyway, because Swift brand makes the duration so fucking small that it doesn't exist. And it just doesn't feel anything like a brand build. And I don't want to play it. And if you play without Swift brand, it feels a little better, but there's no damage. Swift brand is where all the damage comes from. Remove Swift brand support from the game and rebalance brands to do damage without it. And then we're good. Let's go.
Solaris, Lunaris.
It didn't feel like brand gameplay? No, it's not.
Rage and pass beyond the
It's a different skill than it once was. Basically, Stormbrand doesn't exist at all. And then a new version, a new skill that operates completely differently but has the same visual was created and called Stormbrand.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And just need a more base duration. Their duration is actually okay if you don't use Swift brand support. On a scale of 1 to jelly, how does your body feel? I will highlight the whole story because I'm not going through it again. But the answer's bad. I should not be streaming today. I definitely can't walk. I fell over after stream and couldn't get up off the floor. And I needed help to put my underwear on after a shower because I couldn't get down to the bottom. I had to have somebody else pull them up to my knees so that I could then grab them. So that's how I feel.
Oh, you must have. Until next time.
You must be the. Oh, Yuna's gone.
What? I couldn't get to the floor. I can't bend my legs. I can't bend down that far. I can't get to the ground. And if I do get to the ground, I cannot get back up again. Who didn't? I mean, I wrapped a towel around myself. So there was nothing to see. I wrapped the towel around myself and I had my mother come in, put my legs in and pull them up to my knees so that I could reach them and then leave. And then I could drop the towel and pull the rest of the way up myself.
This Ready, exile! It is time to hunt!
Good mum. I mean, honestly, I think anybody you know would do that for you. With varying degrees of laughter at your misfortune. Don't get me wrong. Mum was laughing her ass off and definitely making fun of me. As she should. I'd be laughing my ass off if I had to do that for someone else. And I'd definitely be making fun of you if I had to do that for you. I'd do it. Absolutely. But I will make fun of you at the same time. Is there any other crit around? Hey. Get off me. Oh. I've missed all the context on how you got into this situation. Hang on. So, this thing right here, ignore the ad portion. See if I can get rid of that. Go away. Okay, it won't scroll down. But this bit below it, this was a workout wheel where I would have to do different workouts on the mat that was over there. And I had that on all day yesterday. It did get us like over 50 subs and a whole bunch of biddies. And I did just keep doing the workouts that showed up, regardless of the fact that I definitely should have stopped. What?
It's still stuff?
Oh yeah, no, they're still fucked.
Are you okay or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Old man?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's an old man.
Yeah, alright, thanks.
On your birthday too!
Yeah, I know. I know.
Did I get some comments?
Yeah. Well, that's my mum. And the personal trainer's a little bit extra funny. Basically, I worked to the point of failure yesterday. That's all that happened. I literally worked to the point of failure. Not when I wanted to give up, but when I didn't have a choice. And now I'm paying for it for however many days this lasts. But Tuesday I got work, so it better be better by then. But also thank you for the happy birthdays.
I'm not up to
36 I am now. Narrator, it was not better by then. It'll be better by then. I'm gonna will it into existence. It will be better by then. It'll be better than by then because I've decided it'll be better by then.
Yes.
Just like I decided my legs were gonna work today. And that didn't work out. But, you know.
Take care.
Boom, boom, boom.
I am scattered Celerim. You did it.
Have you ever heard much of the Maraketh legends?
A truly unique cosmology of strange creatures, pagan gods, and powerful
That's
treasures.
a decent enough shield.
Take care.
When I change into a shield.
Yes. Take care.
Remember, humanity needs.
When I
Well,
In your head, yeah, some. Yikes. Alright, soul leader bud. Muscle relaxers and pain relievers. I don't like using either of those
I'm not up to that.
when I don't have to. We've got them. Like I had to take a Valium to get to sleep last night, but I'd rather just exist in pain during the day than take something. I might use it to sleep, but
You won. Don't know about you, but I'm excited for the next
Exile. Be careful.
otherwise I just don't. I'm not like super anti-painkiller or anything. Like, I'll take them when I need it, but I think people take painkillers when they're in pain and you don't need to. I take painkillers when I'm in like a lot of pain and it stops me from functioning, not just to get away from pain. Pain's fine. At least for me, pain's fine until it affects function. When it affects function, that's when I do something about it. I don't know if that's healthy, but that is what I do. Remember, the normal amount of pain is 0. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've seen that TikTok too, but I don't know if that's real. A lot better than taking painkillers when you don't need to. Yeah, again, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like the more painkillers and whatnot I take, the less effective they'll be. So I would like them to be very, very effective when I need them. Now that could be a lot more often to somebody with like chronic pain problems and whatnot. You're going to need them a lot more than I do. I don't have any of those problems, so I don't need them, so I don't take them. Unless it affects function. Like, I definitely wouldn't be able to sleep in the amount of pain I'm in. So at nighttime, I'll take something. Because that's the function I need now, is to sleep. But I can exist during the day.
Rest, my child. Be free from the torments of immortality.
Again, not a doctor. You shouldn't do what Balor does. What Balor does isn't grounded in anything. I am neither trying to nor the correct person to give medical advice at all.
See ya.
You killed... Yes.
Just, you know, just that's an important thing to know. I am not trying to, nor am I the right person to give medical advice. Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, ba. Are there any other... Oh, trap. Oh, the keyboard's so far away. Come closer, buddy. There we go. Any other trap clusters? There are so few trap nodes on the tree. Wow. This is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And there's only like 3 for bleed. Yikes. Okay. Poisons have like 6 plus, so fair. Wow. Also, duration wheels are poison wheels, and generic ailment wheels are poison wheels, and generic damage over time multiplier wheels are also poison wheels.
Get your magic find characters ready.
A recollection. Thank you very much for Prime. 31
Happy
months.
birthday, Balor.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Also, thank you. What's up with that? What are we at? 354. Yo. In the 3rd month of a league. It's doing fantastically.
This'll do nicely, Exile. Another good find.
Cellarim.
Bleed, permanent minions,
Can we be of help?
melee,
See ya.
and brands and winter orb. All things I want to see buffed desperately. That's my list. Get in me. Oh, is it not get in me? Oh, there's a Legion thing. You can't get in me. There's just a ghost. There just happens to be a ghost here.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Hello there.
Ooh. 65. I'm getting there. I want to be at least 70 for the raffles. I want to be at least 70 for the raffles. Must have missed the entrance. Did I not? I thought the trial was always before the waypoint. Oops. Whoops. I'm not freeze immune. There it is. It was right at the beginning. I just missed it. 85 ready to go. I think I'll stop there. Yeah.
Those fiends are getting too close to my pump.
Yo, listen, this notable really sucks. Like, I built damage towers immediately, and they can't kill them in time, even with 300% more.
An emperor must bear two blades.
Hope in the left hand, surety in the right. That's such a weird thing to want. Why would anybody want to do that? Why would anybody want to do that? Giving her what I thought it would. I don't think I'd ever say yes to that.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I'd be pretty happy just to let the teenager think he's stronger than me. Doesn't matter. I'll make him feel good. I don't care. No one ever lied straight to your face. No one stabbed you in the back. This'll be your doom. Oh man. I think I understand why I was told that I really shouldn't be playing the computer today at all. This whole sitting in a chair thing is getting worse and worse. There's a small chance that I go lie down like I was told to do. It's so boring though. I mean, I'm gonna finish this act first. But it's so boring though.
The night my sister killed, life will go on.
And you can play Torchlight from your phone. You can.
Take care.
Need to get one of those projectors for the roof so I can like watch stuff on my phone, but without.
And so
I don't have a TV in my room. Yeah, I was thinking that too. By the way, I was just like, I don't know how to like not be rude, but I don't think any of us care.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, ooh, okay. Well, turns out I can die very quick. To be fair, I have 0 defense, so probably fine. Oh, specifically I have 0 defense against that chunky bleed.
Get your magic flame characters ready.
Ooh. Zoe, thank you for the 11 months resub.
Take some birthday Bezos bucks. Birthday boy
Hey.
Balor.
Nice. Thank you. Great amount of resistance for shield. I wonder if I can drive. Probably not. I think I'm gonna go with no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. It requires the use of your legs. Yeah, I thought about it for a second. And then was just like, there's no way. The answer is technically yes. I could drive so long as nothing went wrong. I have enough strength to lightly press the accelerator and lightly press the brake. I do not have enough strength in my leg to hit the brake hard. If there was any reason I needed to stop in a hurry, my leg wouldn't do it. I'd go, oh, press the brake, and it would just collapse. That's not safe to drive. That's not safe to drive. That's absolutely no. That's a solid no. Sorry, buddy. No driving for you. Hopefully I can drive by Tuesday.
I'm not up to that.
That's all that matters. And you'll be able to go to work on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. Tomorrow after you call it off. No, I was never working on I was never working Monday. I mean, not never, like I work on Mondays sometimes, but I wasn't scheduled on Monday this week. So Tuesday's the first day I'm supposed to go into work. Should be fine. That's still like, it's Sunday today. That's still, I got all day tomorrow to recover and all night tomorrow as well. I reckon we'll be good by then. Work? Yeah, like the thing where people do something they don't want to do because they get paid. That. It's already Sunday morning 9 AM for me. It's already Sunday evening 6 PM here. Does the future tell me the lottery numbers quick? Nah, I don't really hate the job that I do, but it's also like not a very important job, nor does it pay very well. It just is incredibly flexible, which is exactly what I needed to keep making content. They are incredibly flexible. It's actually the most flexible job I've ever had.
luck.
It is super flexible, part-time, and only in the mornings. Basically suits everything I need to continue being a content creator as my main job. And then pays me enough so that I can still pay all my bills. It's perfect. And most importantly, the boss is like a nice dude who doesn't take advantage of his employees at all. Didn't realize you weren't full-time streaming. Some carers allowance this week? Nah, I'll be looking after myself mostly. Didn't realize I wasn't. Well, that's because I am full-time streaming. Like, if you look at my stream hours, it's, what do I average? Like 9 hours a day, 7 days a week, something like that.
Ready to go?
I just also work 30 hours a week.
Always keep your eyes on the horizon.
This is an absolute disaster. I am Davinia, adjunct archivist of the Templar Order. I've returned to Oriath to perform some critical research, but the whole city is.
Oh, this is that dude. I'm winning.
People here talking about you. Now, if you're going into that madness, I have a favor to ask of you.
What the fuck?
Most of the Templar's secret archives have probably been looted or burned by.
What the fuck?
But there's one trove only the master.
Nah, here's why I like. Oh, yeah, not Australian. That would be illegal. Here's why I like my boss.
It's called the Mortonomical.
When I interviewed for a bunch of jobs because I was running out of money, but I wanted part-time, 20 to 30 hours a week total. I wanted never to have overtime, and I wanted also to be able to take off league launches every league. So I walked into every interview telling them exactly the truth. I didn't lie to nobody. I said, look, this is going to be a secondary thing that I need to just bridge the gap between my own career that I'm running and the bills I need to pay. So I am only available in the mornings. I only want 20 to 30 hours a week. I will not do overtime. I will not do weekends. And once every 3 months, I'm going to have to take 10 days off for the league start. And most places were not interested in that at all. And this guy came back and said, look, there's some pretty severe limitations you've got. I'm willing to take you with all of those in mind, but it'll be at significantly less pay than we would normally offer. Here's the rate I'm willing to offer for that level. But we'll never ask you to do any of those things. And we're fine with you taking the time off every time you need it, for every event you need it for. And I was like, great, I'll do it. And it's like barely above minimum wage. And then in the year and a bit I've been working there, he has asked me to come in when I wasn't supposed to come in one time. One time. And he called me up on my day off and he said, listen, say no if you need to say no. This will not be held against you. You are the last person in the company I'm calling. 3 people got COVID this weekend, all at the same party from work, and I'm fucked on Monday, and nobody is there to run the machines. I'm going in to run the machines on the floor, but I need someone else in the factory for it to be legal for me to be there. Would you be able to come in for one day? I promise I will sort something out for the rest of the week. This will not... And if you say no, you say no. It's fine. And so I said yes. And then I went in. He paid me double time for the whole day. He bought me a 6-pack of beer, which I gave away to someone else because I don't drink beer anyway, but the thought was there. And that is the only time he's ever asked. And he was in there doing work on the floor when he normally doesn't because he's the boss. At the same time as he called me. Like he wasn't being like, you go in so I don't have to. He was like, no, I'm already here and I need another person for this to be legal. And so that's the one time he's ever called me in on a day off. And that was super fair. That wasn't like his lack of planning. That wasn't laziness on his part. That wasn't ineptitude in any way. 3 people got COVID on the weekend. All together. And he was in work attire, not business attire, working on the machines in the factory that whole day. And I was like, that is absolutely not his fault. Right? Like, that is the definition of this has become a work emergency. Not how most workplaces are like, it's an emergency, you have to come in. And it's because they haven't planned right and they haven't thought about the people who are on holidays or whatever, and the boss doesn't want to do it, so they call it an emergency, right? It was none of that. This was like a proper, we're fucked, we're in trouble, can you help?
It is good.
And in that instance, absolutely I can.
I see you.
So I took the day off streaming and went in. And he was very appreciative. And that was the only time it's happened in a year. So, like, that is a good boss.
For freedom.
That is what happens when the boss of a company worked in that trade. Like, for a long time before owning a company. Like, he was a worker. Failure to plan ahead on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. Yeah, this was not a failure of planning, right? This was a fuck. 3 people who can run this machine all called in with COVID. They cannot come in. We're fucked. And he found some temp people that week to come in for the rest of the week because he knew full well I wasn't going to come in for all 5 days. He knew that other people had to come in. So he found some people and only bothered me for that one day. Unfortunately, that's as long as I'm doing. I need to go lie down, have my legs stretched out, and not be sitting in a chair. That is exactly what I was told to do. I was actually specifically told not to be playing the computer today, and that I have some like stretches to do and shit, but I just thought, surely you get away with it for a little bit though. And I did. Blame it on my DD, baby. Alright. I will almost certainly still see everybody tomorrow. There's no way I actually take a whole day off. Plus, I'm sure I'll be, like, improved by tomorrow. So I will see everybody then.